high-speed satisfaction. Never mind the obstacles. When you're slow, lambat tinggal. 1XOX, out there we are one.
Oh, he went across the nose. I think he was given a hit.
Well, welcome back to all the action, and if you just saw that clip that was played, you'll see that there's going to be plenty of action next year when it was announced last night that the Asia Road Racing Championships is introducing the new 1000cc superbike class. And Meng Heng, I mean, what an exciting announcement.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting for all the team for next year 1000, so I think they're going to start from zero. So everybody, all the team going to start from zero and slowly to build up and see what sort of rider that can handle this 1000cc.
Absolutely. The thing I love about this championship and the way they do things is they do it properly, though. I mean, it would have been easy to bring in the 1000cc class when the championship wasn't really ready for it, quite a few years ago. But the time is right now, and Suzuka circuit here in Japan, there's not a better place than that to make an announcement.
The 1000cc,
like that. I mean, I can't wait to see the grids. I know that there's already a lot of manufacturers talking about it. Dunlop are definitely on board and looking forward to it. But before we talk about that next year, we've got something very important to take care of this year, and it's the 600 Supersport Race 2 here at Suzuka Circuit, the Supersports. But before we do that, I want to show you what it's like to do a lap around this circuit with Yuki Ito, who kindly put an onboard camera on, and let's take a look at the footage right now. As you head down the main straight here at Suzuka circuit, you're about 4th or 5th gear, back a couple of gears, hard braking into turn 1, clip the apex, and then it's wide out to the other side of the circuit. You've got to late apex curve 2 here, and this is one of my favourite parts, and I know you like this bit of the circuit, Meng Heng. Fast on the left, you just drift the front and push the front through here. Quick flick of direction to the right, but it's not over yet because you get no rest because it's another flick to the left, and then it's easy to get this mixed up because it's not over yet. Flick over to the right again, and now this is where you can get on the gas hard for a little bit, then up the blind hill. Look at how blind this circuit is. This corner goes on forever and ever and ever and ever. There's a couple of different lines about it, and the rear end really starts to get floaty here. As you head into the Degner downhill right-hander, it's a blind entry once again. Bang, you've got to hit that hard and use all of the circuit. Once again, as you head up, over the bridge, or sorry, under the bridge you go, and if you get a good drive out of there like Yuki Ito did, you get to be able to pass some guys. Hard braking now into the hairpin. This is one of the tightest corners on the track, and doesn't give you much rest though, because it's very hard to get on the gas out of there, and then you brake hard into the blind new chicane. It's very difficult to get the right line through here, but you have to use all the track and all the ripple strip to get it right. Once again, you can see how blind it is here, but it's flat out as you head into the most iconic corner on this circuit, the spoon curve. You enter and clip the apex on the inside, drift to the outside of the track, and then as you get onto that back straight there, you really got to wind it on. We saw Muklada, every time she got on the gas there, she was losing the rear end. That's the sort of power and commitment you need to get this Suzuka circuit right. The straight, not that straight, and it's still a very, very physical circuit to ride. But then, once again, it's hard on the brakes, good overtaking into this fast left-hander. Plenty of people have crashed over there on the right, but if you make it through there, it's not over, because there's 2 corners to go of this 18-cornered circuit. This chicane, look how tight it is through here. It's very, very tight. If you get through here and you're leading, there's a good chance that you'll be over the line in first position, and if you get it all right, which is not easy, perhaps you might be the guy that gets pole position. So that is an onboard lap with Yuki Ito, a man that knows his way around this circuit. And there you go. That's a track.
I was looking at the ref counter there just now. They're pulling like 16,000 ref there. 16,000 ref.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely right. But no, it was really, really good to see. It's a fabulous track. But we are going to go down to Wei Ling, and she's with Andy Farrett, who had a big crash yesterday. So as soon as Wei Ling is ready, we'll head down to her.
Thank you, Steve and Meng Heng. I'm down here on the Supersport 600 grid, of course, with Andy Farid Isida. So Andy, before we start race 2, of course, to everyone who saw your crash yesterday, there were many concerned fans and also viewers. So maybe you could give us a quick update on your condition right now.
Yeah, yesterday crash was a big high side, but from yesterday also I already feel good, no problem. And when I wake up in the morning, just a little bit, but now I'm fit and I'm ready for the race.
So how about your bike? Is it 100% in good condition as well?
Yes, we already prepare all, and now like normal.
So I also know that you want to add something regarding the passing of Pak Benny.
Ya, turut berduka cita, Indonesia, okay. Turut berduka cita yang sedalam-dalamnya. Pak Benny adalah sosok orang yang sangat berjasa juga dalam karir balap saya, dan saya turut berduka cita sedalam-dalamnya untuk keluarga, dan insya Allah nanti pulang ke Indonesia saya akan datang ke keluarganya. Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, Andy. Good luck for your second race.
Yeah, once again, the respect that the paddock's got for that man is great to see, and it's a heartfelt day here in the paddock. But I'm sure that he would want the race to go on.
Yeah, definitely. He still want the race to go on. Benny has been with Asia Racing a long time ago. So everybody have felt that his presence here is, so after his passing away, then very emotional. Some of the people we've seen very emotional. So, wow.
Right, well, let's head back down to Wei Ling, who's with another rider.
Okay, thank you, Steve and Martin. Koyama, yesterday we saw many of the Honda riders, including all the riders from Bunshi Honda, use soft rear tire. Are you making any strategy changes today for your tire?
Today also I chose soft tire, but soft tire yesterday was no problem. The constant the working. Then today also, yes, I chose soft tire.
Okay, thank you so much, Koyama. Good luck for your second race.
That's an interesting choice there.
Yeah, I think he's using hard compound now?
No, soft.
Yeah, soft still, okay.
But, yeah, he decided that...
He was pulling the nose hair.
Yesterday he used a soft tyre and everybody else used a hard, but going with soft again, so that wasn't the issue that he had. So interesting to see that he's decided to...
Yeah, he's still using the soft. I think it works for them, I think.
Yeah. Kawasaki, of course, prominent in the class here. And I think we've got Wei Ling ready now with another rider in the paddock. So we'll head back down onto the grid. Wei Ling.
Okay, thank you, Steve and Meng Heng, back here on the grid with Kimi Kubo. So Kubo, not too bad performance yesterday, but of course I know you want to get on the podium of the Super Sport 600cc here in Race 2.
Yes, I need to get a podium in the Race 2. If Race 1 we have something problem in the bike, but this morning we fix it. And I think I can do to go a podium. Please cheer up. Thank you.
Anything you want to add in Thai?
ก็สำหรับเพื่อนๆชาวไทยที่ติดตามดูอยู่นะครับก็ผมก็เป็นนักแข่งไทยคนหนึ่งนะครับก็อยากจะให้ฝากติดตามฝากเชียร์ด้วยนะครับก็จะทำให้เต็มที่ครับเราจะคว้าโพเดียมแล้วเอาธงไทยขึ้นไปโบกสะบัดให้ได้ครับขอบคุณครับ
Thank you so much, Kubo, and good luck for your second race.
It's definitely going to be a good race, and of course, Kenneth Kubo, he had a good result yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday he was 6th. I think he was like half a second, in front.
Yeah, so it's definitely interesting to see, but I know that you've got some information from Dunlop on the tyres.
I think the tyres, are still Zakwan and Tomoyoshi Koyama, Tiger Hada and ARRC20, all of them still using soft rear.
Really?
Yeah, but I think it doesn't bother them. I think the lap times didn't make any difference, so I think they will still continue using the soft one.
Yeah, that is, it's funny, isn't it, how some of the guys were saying yesterday that the soft tyre was working for them as good as the hard, and the hard wouldn't work. So it was interesting. But let's just head back down to Wei Ling. She was with Joseph Francis.
Thank you, Steve and Meng Heng, back on the grid here with Joe Francis. Of course, your first experience racing here at Suzuka Circuit. How has the progress been for you?
It's been good. We've progressed out throughout the whole weekend. It's a lot harder track than what I thought it would be to learn, and we just learned every session. And unfortunately, a couple of problems yesterday meant we had to pull in, and a couple of problems this morning. But hopefully, we found the problem now, and we can push to try and move forward.
So of course, every rider in the world always dreamed about racing here at the iconic Suzuka Circuit. What are your thoughts after experiencing racing here?
I love it. It's really, really good track. Very fast track, and yeah, it was a dream as always. You play it on the PlayStation at home, and now we're here on the grid. So now I'm really looking forward to the race and just see what happens.
All right, thank you so much, Joe, and good luck for your second race.
There were no PlayStations when you were riding, were there, Meng Heng?
Yeah, and of course, Joseph Francis, I think he broke an engine yesterday in the race. So hopefully everything is set up for the bike for race 2.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate. And then he had also some sort of problem in the morning warm-up as well. Let's hope that they've got it all sorted for him.
Yeah, hopefully I'll sort it out for him. So we'll see how the race will goes afterwards.
Now, I know that you've spent a lot of time with Aslan Shah Kamaruzman throughout his career.
Yeah.
Any words of advice to him, or have you spoken to him since
I spoke to
yesterday?
him this morning. I telling him, he's now getting, he's using more thinking rider now instead of, using the guts. So I think he have improved a lot, since the last 2 or 3 years. So we'll see how it goes, and definitely he's the one to watch out, to win this race again.
Yeah, definitely. And we know that he is on a hard compound rear tyre as well. He was one of the guys that when he put the soft compound rear tyre and he didn't go any faster.
Yeah. I mean, like, he's so used to the hard compound, then suddenly you put soft, so he feel uneasy. And you can see Ratapong there had a crash yesterday in the race. So no, not in the race.
No, in the warm-up.
In the warm-up this morning. Yeah. So.
No, he ended up 8th in the race yesterday, but he did have a big crash.
Big crash this morning.
In the warm-up. Of course, there's your number 21 machine.
Stuck on Zaidi there.
Yeah, so what's he got on the rear? I think is he one of the
guys?
He
got a soft rear. I think he put on a soft rear tyres, the Dunlop soft there.
Yeah, so of course Zaidi in the race yesterday was in 5th position, so he'll be hoping to make his way forward from that. Of course, riding Musashi machine, the Bunsu Honda. Yuki Ito, he was involved in a bit of a battle yesterday too, wasn't he? For the leading places, him and Anthony West.
All of them very close. I mean, I'm looking at the yesterday result. I think 6 of them finished in half a second.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the closest races that we've had in the 600. So very, very interesting to see. There's Kenneth Kubo, of course. We caught up with him just before. He wants to add, I would say, to the stats there, some wins and some front rows and pole positions by the end of the year. To number 57, Kosuke Okada, the Kawasaki Army Girl team, MF and Kawasaki, is making a good ride there. Nice colour scheme on the helmet too.
Yes, I think that's the wild cut, I think.
Yeah, I think he's a
wild cut. The wild cut here in Japan now.
You can see now there's Marcus, there's Ron Hogg and also Marcus Kyoto, Australian Superbot rider here this weekend.
There are many Australian people here.
Well, there's Byron Draper as well from Olands. Yeah. He's here doing the suspension service. But all the thing about this championship is that all of the top guys from all over the world. I mean, Byron, as an example from Olands, isn't just some guy who's worked from Olands in Australia. He is Olands, Sweden. He lived in Sweden for 10 years, worked in World Superbike, won many World Championships with Troy Bayliss, and now he's here fettling
doing
suspension
for all the teams here. Yeah. That's amazing.
But it's just the level of this championship now.
Very competitive now compared to last time. I mean, it's still competitive last time, but it's more competitive now.
The green flag goes out.
I think somebody stalled the starting grid there.
Yeah, that's.
I think looks like Kevin Kubo just now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think he managed to start the bike again. I think.
As we run through the grid, we've got Aslan Shah in pole position. Ratapong Willaroti wants to have a better race this time round in 2nd. Zaidi in 3rd. Yuki Ito starts from 4th, and Kenneth Kubo in 5th. Kosuke Okada in 6th. Anthony West, last year's champion, in 7th. Udistra, who got on the podium yesterday, in 8th. Dechik Rysart in 9th. And he's still got that wrist injury, hasn't he? So Dechik Rysart starts from that 9th position on the grid, rounding out row 3. And then we will head to row 4 in a minute. Andy Farid Izidar in 10th position, Kazuki Kurihara in 11th. Tomoyoshi Koyama starts from 12th. Minamoto from 13th, Joseph Francis, who we caught up with on the grid, from 14th, Tiger Harder 15th. We would like to see some more from him this time round. Hakeem starts row 6, Bramden Rosalie from 17th position, and Amrul Hafik in 19th, Mukir in 20th, Pasovit in 21st, Ibrahim Noureddin in 22nd, and of course from Australia, Patrick Lee rounds out the field, so hopefully he'll get some good results. Yeah, I reckon that was the number 64 machine that stalled on the grid of Kenneth Kubo.
Yeah, I think hopefully he continue, I think.
Yeah, I just saw him.
Yeah,
he was near the back of the field, so definitely not the ideal way to start your warm-up lap, is it?
So I think let's talk about Zakwan. You know, he's having a soft rear tires. So I think if I'm Zakwan, I definitely want to push 110% the first, maybe the 2 laps. You know, because you got the softer compound, so the grip is there compared to the hard tires.
What about the temperature?
The temperature on the track is, I think, is 49 degrees at the moment.
Yeah.
So track temperature, but I think this should be able to use the soft compound if you to manage the tires.
I guess that's the thing, isn't it? Like with these Dunlop tyres, I think that if the track temperature is a little bit one way, the hard is going to work good, and if it's a little bit the other way, I think the soft will work.
The softer will work, yes.
So it's going to be interesting to see. You can just see, I think that's Aslan Shah there, just doing a few nose wheelies, warming the brakes up. Pensive crew, as always, looking on. Just making sure that it's their rider makes it round. There's Kenneth Kubo and Yuki Ito, of course, there too. And Tomoyoshi Koyama starting back down the field a little bit in 11th position. What about Rathbone Willarot after that crash in the warm-up? We'll talk about him in a minute because we're about to get underway. Fujiwara there, keeping a pensive eye out. He's after another one too. The green flag is waved, means everybody's in position. The red flag is out. We are now in the starter's hands. As the red light comes on and we are ready to start round 2 of Race 2 of the weekend here for the 600 Super Sports, and they are underway, and it's Aslan Shah.
had a good start again.
That was another cracking start by him. Unbelievable. He did it yesterday too, and he's off into the lead now. Of course, it's a much longer race than the other classes here. 13 laps around, so you do have to look after your tyres.
Yeah, you do have to look it out, you know, because Aslan told me this morning that he have to ride consistently, but not to try to tear up the tires, you know, because they have 13 laps there. So he gotta slowly and make his way and do the consistent time. See what sort of time that the boys do.
Zaid's in second position at the moment. He has got that soft tyre on, and he is doing exactly what you said he needed to do. He's really hard on the gas. And,
you really got to push hard, you know. Even if I'm Zakwan, I will try to overtake Aslan and take the lead and do a fast time.
Just saw the Japanese Tomoyoshi Koyama go through there too. He's made a couple of places forward, and Rathbone Willarot as well in third position at the moment on his Yamaha. He's been in the championship for a while, but he had that crash this morning. That's going to be playing on his mind. Warm-up didn't work out well for him. Yuki Ito's back in the pack a bit too. He didn't get the start that he needed. He's got a lot of work to do, and we haven't even seen Anthony West yet.
Anthony West.
He's nowhere to be seen at the moment.
I don't see Anthony West at the moment.
No, he's somewhere down the pack. Perhaps there he is there, actually. He's got the green helmet with the yellow wheels.
Fifth.
Oh, we've got a faller.
I think that is Patrick.
Number 29.
Patrick Lee. Yeah, I think that's Patrick Lee.
So, sliding already there. So we're just going to have to wait and make sure that rider is, Patrick Lee is okay there. Like he was... had the safety team attending to him, so back to the race. It's Aslan Shah out front at the moment with Rathapong up there as well. Zaidi's still sitting in second position as they come into the hairpin for the first time, and it's number 76.
Yuki Ito there second now.
Where did he come from? He was way back.
Well, he was third there just now. He was third following Duncan Zaidi there.
Yeah, okay, so he made his way past.
Yeah, made his way.
Yeah, what's he got on the rear, Yuki Ito?
Yuki Ito having, I think he's at hard rear.
So he's got a hard rear on?
Yes, I think same as Aslan.
Yeah, so you've got to think that Zaidi now is probably starting to worry already, again, same as yesterday.
He needs to make a move now. If not, I think it's going to be the same race like yesterday again.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he's got it in the tank. I don't know. I mean, like, you would think that with that soft tyre, that you would use that up in the first laps, especially from the start line. Anthony West made his
red
way.
Flag. I think that's a red flag. Red flag going on. I think because of the crash of maybe I'm not sure, maybe Patrick Lee.
Yeah. Yep, it could be red flag at the moment, so we'll just have to wait and see. There's Patrick's bike. They're just
I think the rider is okay. I think they maybe have something on the track. That's why they oil on the track or something.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that we do know is that if the crash happens between turn 7 to 17, and there's something on the track, they need to red flag the race. And it looks like they've done that at this stage, just to clear the debris off.
Not the debris only. I think it's because I think there will be some oil spill on the track.
Okay.
That's why they have to red flag the thing, for the safety of the other riders.
Okay. Yeah. Of course, tyres and oil don't work too well together, do they? So my question is, will these guys, if they come back in and they clean up the debris and that, will they come back into the pits now or back onto the grid and do a fast start?
They will go back to the pits. They'll go back to the pits and they'll wait for the opening of the exit. If they do a quick start, they're gonna have 1 minute before, 1 minute to go out.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, then they have a quick start. Then they only allow one mechanic on the starting grid.
Yeah, so it'll be a quick start procedure. And what is it? Let's just say there is some oil on the circuit. What is it that they have to do to the track to get it?
Okay, I think this side will be the safety officer, FIM safety officer will be like Dian Dilato.
Yep.
He will go around the track and have a look at the track and see how the surface is. Is there any oil or anything? So they try to clean it up and make sure that the thing got no oil on the track. So after that, they will continue racing.
Okay, so the original scheduled race for 13 laps, we'll have to wait and see, because I guess that's other decisions that need to be made now. They need to...
Yeah, they got to cut down the laps. So instead of 13, I think it depends on how many laps they finish. Maybe I think they will cut maybe 1 or 2 laps, and like say for instance, they have done 12 laps, or they're going to follow the new one, they're going to cut another 2 laps race, so it'll be 11 lap race.
Yeah, so we will have to wait and see, but that is the word that could be coming back in at the moment. So short races around here. I wonder if that means that some of these guys, now that the race has been shortened by a couple of laps,
2 laps,
would they consider running a soft tyre?
Up to the team, but you can't put the bike inside the box. You see, the bike must be outside of the box.
Do you reckon that there'll be anyone that makes a mistake and pushes it in, or are they all, they'll know the rules?
But you can still do changes on the thing, on the bike, if let's say they continue as a new race. And
you can just see there's Patrick Lee's bike. Not sure what happened there. Not too sure what happened there. It was pretty amazing that they've been able to get that bike out of the way.
Yeah, I think the bike got burned. I think you can see it.
It's definitely covered. It's definitely covered in dust. It doesn't look like any oil or anything like that. There's Aslan Shah. He's obviously having a look at the proceedings as well as he sits in his pit box there. Fujiwara. What would Fujiwara be saying to him now?
I think just tell him to make sure that you go back to that place where the crash is. Make sure that you can see anything there. Make sure that you try to avoid whatever it is. Definitely, if let's say you have oil on the track, they will put some like a powder.
Yeah.
Like an indicator to show that there's oil spill on the track.
I mean, I know back in the day they used to use like cement dust for
but
that.
now here in Japan, I think they got a powder to clean up
a proper design powder.
It really sucked up the oil spill.
Yeah, so I mean, nobody likes riding through that for the first time when they head back out. But let's hope that it is what they need to do. They just need to get out there and do it. Although it didn't look like there was a lot of debris or oil there. We'll just have to wait and see.
We don't know what's going on there, but definitely got to see the oil spill there.
Okay, we're going to cut to a quick commercial and we'll be back after the break. So stay tuned and we will be back with more action with the restarted race. Hello and welcome back to round 3 from Suzuka International Circuit in Japan. This is the Asia Road Racing Championship and we are live from the circuit here in Japan, and we're just getting some good news back from some information that's been flying through. The rider Patrick Lee is okay, he's up and about, and so it's just a matter of time now until we get back out onto the track for a restart. And you've got some news, Meng Heng, the race has been reduced.
Yeah, reduced. You can see the pit entry open at 15:19, so they got only 1 minute to get up from the paddock. So they got 1 minute up, then they got to go up from the paddock. So if you are behind the 1 minute bot down stop, you won't be able to do the warm-up lap. So you got to do warm-up lap from the pit, and you got to start from behind of the grid.
Yeah, so you don't want to be able to do that. And
it's been reduced to 10 lap at the moment.
Yeah, so that's good. So it's a 10 lap race, and there's about a minute and a half until that pit lane opens. What about if you're at the top of the pit lane? I reckon that at the speed limit in the pit lane, it will take more than a minute to get down there.
Yeah, so you know that the pit's going to open at 15:19, so you by 15:18 you got to ride your bike slowly out to the pit there. So you got to wait for the green light, then you just go up.
Yeah, I guess the last thing you want to do is get caught for speeding in the pit lane, because that probably could cause some issues as well. And then just a few minutes after that, at 15:24, which is local time here, the race will get underway, and it will be a quick start procedure. Just run us through that one more time.
The quick start procedure is when all the riders go out, then they come back to the grid. So only one mechanic allowed to be on the grid. Once the rider come in onto the grid box, then the mechanic will hold on to the bike and check with the rider, is everything okay, everything, the track, everything is okay, then he will leave the track. Then there will be 30-second board up, then start of warm-up lap, then after that they come back, they start of the race.
There's Anthony West, last year's champion. He's second in the championship now. Aslan Shah has taken over the lead. Sorry, Aslan Shah was last year's champion, wasn't he? But Anthony West was leading, so getting on his bike.
All the rider knows that the pit exit only open 1 minute, so they're going to be there when the pit exit open.
Yeah, I guess that's not going to affect the tyres too much.
No, I don't think so. I think they only done 2 laps, isn't it?
That's correct.
You're right, I think.
But do you think any guys will put new tyres on?
No, it doesn't. I don't see anybody changing tyres there.
Yeah. So they're just going to leave the tyres that they've had on. Is there a certain